Hello, my name is John Chapman. I'm a cruise ship speaker. I also speak with the War Research Society and the Guild of Battlefield Guides. I've been cruising for fun since the 1970s, but whilst the children were growing up, we stopped really and restarted again in the 1990s and actually talked on the QE2 whilst I was still working until I retired, and then decided that cruising and lecturing was for me. My subjects are quite varied and they work around in interest to a certain extent, and certainly history, code breaking, Bletchley Park, government code and cipher school, right the way through to specific interests with certain people like Ian Fleming, Alan Turing, and with my subjects are varied from, as you see, Bletchley Park, code breaking station from the Government Code and Cipher School from 1939 right the way through to 1945. And Winston Churchill comes into it. He pops into a lot of the subjects in various ways, as well as do others. Pigeons are involved to a certain extent, and pigeons have quite a history in World War II. Of course, you'll see there an airman who used to keep their pigeons in the breast pocket because all the pigeons were on most bombers, and I'll tell you more about that when the time comes. Bletchley Park, I think I cover the history of code breaking right the way through to, and there are some fun subjects in code breaking, believe it or not, right the way through to modern day times. The start of the first ever computer, which was assembled at Bletchley Park in 1943 and started working in 1944, right the way through to Alan Turing, the Enigma machine, and various others, including people that work there. Many of the ladies, Baroness Trumpington in the picture there, has some amazing stories, as do many other ladies who achieved some phenomenal effects in World War II, and I'll go into those in more detail. Some of the great live series which I feature include Alan Turing, and as you can see in the picture there, the second along is Ian Fleming. He worked at Bletchley Park and was involved in numerous activities, and I move on to Szabo from the SOE, Special Operations Executive, and even deal with Gubbins, who was in charge at the time, and of course linked to Bletchley Park. And I say linked to Bletchley Park, he was interviewed and told he wasn't acceptable for it, so when the start of SOE. Winston Churchill was involved with these as well as being involved with various other aspects, and we deal with certain lives in this area, and I hope that we can meet you on board the ship one day in the very near future.